look for the people that actually are examples to you rather than somebody that you think you need to straighten out yourself.
What if I told you that there is a hidden wealth secret? Something that both the world's ancient mystics and the modern-day billionaires are aware of. What if the little-known secret provided an explanation for why some individuals work so hard but achieve so little, while others seem to have the Midas touch, turning even the most little of efforts into incredible riches? In this video, we will cover the most critical factor of money generation. This will be the deciding element that is more important than your effort, skill, connection, good fortune, or purchasing a winning lottery ticket. How is it that some individuals are so wealthy while others are so poor? The fact that the quantity of work someone puts in seems to have no effect on their level of income makes this question even more difficult to answer. I have known decent, devoted men travel for work for weeks at a time, just to be able to feed their families. I was aware of others who appeared to work less and spent more time traveling, looking for new exotic vehicles, and having lunch out, but the money in their bank accounts kept growing. How then do we explain this apparent paradox? It is not simply that the poorest people are usually the hardest workers. Most people appear to be destined for a life in which the more they work, the poorer they will get. Still, others enjoy relatively simple lives. The wealthy in this world seems to be living on autopilot with no problems at all. Understanding why and why mindset is the basis of being wealthy means recognizing these differences. I had to wonder, which came first, the chicken or the egg? When I noticed that wealthy individuals seemed to have very little to worry about, while poor people were stressed and worried all the time. Do you experience worry, stress, and anxiety as a result of being poor? Or does having anxiety, stress, and worry make you less wealthy? Do you feel more at ease when you are wealthy? Perhaps being worry-free actually makes you wealthy, not the other way around. I finally understood that our mindset, or how we approach life, must be corrected before we start any business venture. Once I realized this seemingly paradoxical truth, with this truth uncovered, all the cards came down and everything I thought I knew about becoming wealthy fell away. Your life cannot continue as it was before if you want to become wealthy once you realize how crucial your mindset is. If you want to change your mindset and how you think about money, the first step is to be honest with yourself about how you now feel about money. Unfortunately, the programming about money and wealth from our ancestors are deeply ingrained, and changing this involves a significant purposeful adjustment in our perspective on the world. Did your parents and extended relatives pass on a poverty mentality to you? You already have a mindset that will keep you miserable and stressed out for the rest of your life if you responded yes to any of the following questions. First, do you automatically think there is never enough money? Second, there will never be enough money, so why would you not want to protect every dollar you make? Do you spend hours each day worrying about money? Is it more of a source of stress, concern, and uncertainty for you than a carefree, bountiful concept? Third question, would you prefer stay in poverty like them instead of having your family, friends, and co-workers support, encourage, and believe in your quest for wealth? If your answer to any of these questions was yes, I do not need to explain what it implies to you because you already know what to do. How can you shift your perspective from living a life of small-minded poverty thinking to have huge ideas, big successes, and the enormous wealth that results from having the right mindset? The first step is to make a commitment to doing, experiencing, and understanding everything in a wholly different way, starting right now, right here. Think bigger and stop playing little. You have been taught your entire life to set boundaries for yourself in order to help those around you feel at ease with their own limitations. You have been taught that important decisions and innovative ideas belong to other people. You should be happy with small wins, like a small work promotion, a date with an attractive receptionist, or a cheap roll of toilet paper. These poor concepts have been conditioned into your mind as being enough for you. That ends here, since those are not significant wins for you. You are huge, your ideas are big, and your aspirations are big going forward. You have been waiting for permission to let the genius inside of you shine. And guess what? People will feel uneasy because of it. This is so that they will not leave their regular jobs to establish their own businesses or pursue their dreams, which makes them afraid of bold ideas. Although they have been living paycheck to paycheck for years because of their day jobs and are afraid to lose $10,000 to $20,000 they have been saving for years to accumulate in their savings account. Making small people uncomfortable is the price you pay for success when you are taking the required measures to make millions, tens of millions, and possibly billions of dollars. But all great people are aware of this truth. From the Egyptians' pyramids to the colonization of Mars, all significant projects in this world's history have been initiated by individuals who refuse to think small. Once you have developed the habit of adopting big ideas, the next step is to feel inspired and motivated to act. If we are being completely honest with ourselves, a lot of what we do comes from how we feel. It only makes sense that we would need to create the right feelings in order to bring out the action we already know we want to take. Step 2 is to feel motivated and inspired to take action. Utilize the motivational tools available to you to trigger the emotions necessary to uphold your frame of mind and finish the day's task. It is a strong tool. The third step is the most crucial because it calls for the necessary information. This comes down to what you know more than simply a concept or a sensation. You need to be aware of your higher potential, and it all starts with the way you think. Buddha said, "The mind is everything. You become what you think." Knowing something is totally different from having hope, a hazy knowledge, or a fuzzy notion of it. So, focus on developing a strong mindset and attitude inside you that will make you thrive for your goals and dreams. In the 1900s, Napoleon Hill was a common person. He developed a fascination with the concept of wealth as a result of a number of events. Why did some individuals possess it, and how did they get it? He started an extensive investigation into the science of money, spending decades interviewing and researching hundreds of the world's wealthiest men. What he discovered shocked him to the core. All of the richest men revealed to him one indisputable truth, which he never would have thought to be the secret to success and fortune. Every extremely wealthy man revealed this peculiar reality to Napoleon Hill. Thoughts are the things. That is true. The thought of the guy who desires wealth are the first step on the path to amazing material riches. You can find out for yourself by reading the renowned book, Think and Grow Rich. My friend, you have a difficult task ahead of you. You see, anyone who works hard, cuts their spending, and happens to have a little bit of luck can watch their bank account balance increase little by little. But if you want to be wealthy, you have a much bigger task ahead of you because you now realize that you must change yourself before you can change the number of zeros in your bank account. Make a commitment to yourself today to stop having little, pessimistic thoughts and to start letting your largest ideas run wild. Keep gaining the inspiration you require to drive your journey by continuing to study, hear, and absorb it. Keep in mind that altering your inner self comes before changing your outer self. You will know you are on the right course when you start hearing the inner voice of encouragement that you previously only heard in YouTube videos. But most importantly, you have to start realizing your own potential. Your personal development will continue as you shift from theory to practice in the upcoming stage. Keep in mind that your outside life is a reflection of who you are on the inside. Join us as we take the next step in our quest to create unfathomable wealth out of nothing.